We're online at KZOZ.com. That's where you can find the Red Zone Challenge, brought to you by Fred Bruin, the Central Coast Realtor, and, of course, California RV Outlets. It's time to bring in the experts panel. And we'll say these two guys are experts for sure. They're killing it so far on the air. He's 5. What is he, 5-1? His name is Angel from California RV Outlets. Good morning, Angel.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
We're doing well, and right behind him at 4-2. Real estate in real time. His name is Fred Bruin, fredbruin.com.
And everybody else is behind.
Good morning.
4-2.
Yeah, and Jeff and I are also at 4-2. All right, well, let's talk about the recap from last week. You guys met. You had a beer, hopefully, or a beverage together before the Dallas Chargers game?
That Fred Bruin can throw a mean tailgate down, let me tell you.
What was the spread like, Angel?
This guy had chili, hot dogs, he had beer, he had friends. I mean, he's got friends, this guy.
Well, you're a Cowboys fan in California. What do you?
Yeah,
you're
absolutely.
not going to make a lot of friends there. All right, you guys ready to get to the picks?
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to point out for one last moment of edification that lone wolf pick really paid off, Fred. I just want to put that out there.
Yeah, the panel wrote in and they said, Angel, if you don't do the lone wolf call anymore and you get the pick right, it doesn't count. So you have to do the lone wolf call. You have to give us a woo or whatever. Okay.
That sounded more like Ric Flair and less Lone Wolf. Hey, we'll go with it.
It's whatever you make it. Woo! You make it your own. It doesn't matter. It's your Lone Wolf call. All right, here we go. Angel goes 2-1, Fred 2-1, I went 2-1, and Jeff went 3-0 last week. So Jeff will start us off back in the Red Zone picks for week number 3. Don't forget, you can win yourself $1,000 from California California Diesel and RV, as well as Coast Electronics, a brand new flat screen TV surround sound bar. It is the Red Zone Challenge, and it's brought to you by Fred Bruin, the Central Coast Realtor, and California RV Outlets. Let's get to the picks. We start off with Tampa Bay traveling to Los Angeles to take on the Rams. The Bucs, a 1-point favorite, Jeff.
Yes, in a fan experience stadium, too. I'm going to go with the Rams on this one. Defense is nails. Tampa Bay, I see Tom Brady. This is where I'm coming from on this, okay? At this point in the season, you look at the opponents of the teams, and nothing against your Cowboys, Angel, because I know that was a great opening night game. But Tampa Bay has not seen a defense like the Rams. Nobody has seen a defense like the Rams. It's the best defense in the league, and they're at home. And I believe Tom Brady is going to be taken by surprise. There's going to be a few games that he loses every year. This is going to be one of them. Rams. I think Rams by double digits.
Oh, wow. Yeah. A blowout.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I like that as well. We'll get there in a minute. First, Angel, you're up next.
Listen, there are a few teams that see defenses, but Tom Brady's seen every defense. And I'm going to stick with terrific Tom down in Tampa to eke this one out. The X factor is the greatness of the GOAT. So I'm going to go with Tampa with a field goal by 3 to take it in the final moments in terrific Tom fashion.
All right, Fred?
I think this is going to be the closest game of the 3. The Rams' offense outweighs Tampa Bay's defense. Passing yards, it's going to be the Rams over the defense, Tampa Bay's defense, and on the rushing side, I think it's going to be Tampa Bay's defense going to hold the rushing yards down. It's just so close.
He's going to the spreadsheet.
I think it's going to come over to turnovers, and I think the Rams are going to win the turnover game, and I'm going to pick L.A.
Okay, we got there. We got there.
This is why you need to consider him if you're buying or selling your house, because he's got all these spreadsheets in front of him and he's weighing the pros and the cons of each team.
Yeah, you're trying to go buy a house and you're trying to find every reason you can why that offer should be a little bit lower than what they've listed their house for. This is the guy you want, because he'll find it. He'll find and say, "This is fine." That's Fred Bruin, fredbruin.com. Fred, you know what? I'm drinking that Kool-Aid, buddy. I liked everything you said.
Lone Wolf again.
I really liked everything you said about the Rams. I agree that I think that the Rams offense is better than the Tampa Bay defense. They're traveling, east to west coast, which I know isn't the same as going west to east coast, but still it's a big trip. And I really like the Rams of this one. I think the momentum is picking up at this time. And really, as we've seen so far, Tampa Bay, I mean, obviously they can throw the ball. They got Tom Brady. They got the GOAT. But they've been struggling running the ball, and I think they're going to get shut down again. And then once you take one element of that offense away, what's the next thing you do? You work on the second one, and I think the Rams will be able to do it. So I like the Rams in that one as well. Come on, Angel, let's hear it.
Hey,
I like it.
Kind of a hound.
Kind of a coyote / wolfhound there. He goes Bucks all by his lonesome. Moving on, Minnesota traveling to Seattle to take on the Seahawks, who are a 2-point favorite in this one. And I agree with Fred as well. I think the Tampa Bay Rams game is going to be the closest game of the week. These next two, I think, are going to be blowouts. But I'll let you go first, Jeff.
Yeah, there's a tongue lashing going on in the Pacific Northwest right now, and it's got it's on the other end of it is the Seattle defense. They are being
berated,
coached up right now, to use the term. And I think this is a get right game for the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks will win this game. I think this game will be a lot closer because historically these two play close games. It's only a 2-point spread. Seattle's favored by 2. And Minnesota could put up some points. It'll be an exciting game, but I think Seattle will find a way with Russell Wilson like they often do.
All right, Minnesota at Seattle, 2-point favorite, Angel.
Well, Minnesota could be looking at an 0-3 start, right? I mean, you've got the Vikings kind of gave the Cardinals everything they had a couple weeks ago. Last week. Seattle got worn down by Derrick Henry. I'm going to say it's going to be Vikings in a narrow win with Dalvin Cook coming to the rescue.
Yeah,
all right.
Similar game plans from the Titans and the Vikings.
Yeah, but Dalvin Cook's hurt.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know if he's playing yet. Remember that.
It's important. If he starts, yeah, you're right.
He is no Sasquatch, a.k.a. Derrick Henry. That guy's a giant. Fred, who do you like in this one? Seattle favored by 2 at home, hosting Minnesota.
Yeah. I think Minnesota's offensive rushing is going to dominate Seattle's defense, but the Seattle offensive passing game is going to squeak this one out by 3.
All right, get ready, Angel. Of course, I never go against the Seahawks, but everything Jeff said, this is a get-right game. This is a get-even game. This is pretty much I don't know if I would quite say it Green Bay-Detroit game that we saw on Monday night, but I know the Seahawks are going into it that way. This is a must-win for them. I realize the Vikings are going to go 0-3, but yeah, they don't want to be last place in their division, so I got to go Seattle on it, even if I wasn't a homer and a big fan. Let's hear it, Angel, one more time. You're the lone wolf, dog.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, this wolf sounds
that was a weak one.
It sounds like he's got food poisoning.
Are you at work right now, Angel?
Yeah, I am. I'm in the office, and I'm sure everyone's looking around.
Yeah, the apprehension, you can tell.
Maybe give him a heads up before next Thursday comes around. Green Bay at San Francisco. This one, the home team up there at Levi Stadium is favored by 3.5 over the Packers, coming in after an impressive win. Jeff, where do we go with this?
You say impressive win. Was that win that impressive? 35-17 against the Lions, who led at the half 17-14.
If you're a Packers fan, all my Packers fans are like, yeah, they're back. Aaron's back. Aaron got pissed off. I don't know if you saw, he does some podcast, and he was calling everybody out that called him, a guy that was, just not into it anymore. And he called them all a bunch of chicken S's.
You mean a prima donna, spoiledish, childish brat that Aaron Rodgers is? Yeah.
That's a Cowboys fan right there.
I like you, Angel.
Yeah.
Because I have the same feeling. Unfortunately, though, the box is checked, and it's checked in favor of Green Bay only because the fact that the San Francisco running game is a mash unit right now, and they are so dependent on their run game. But you're down to your maybe 4th, 5th, 6th.
I mean, it sounds like Elijah
guys.
Mitchell is going to play.
Yeah,
he's a little sore, but if he needs a break,
isn't a guarantee.
They're going to the practice squad, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, and these are it's not like guys that have been in the system. These are guys they're signing off the street to come in and just fill spots. I think that is huge because the San Francisco offense runs with the run. I just think Green Bay is going to be too much to handle for them, and I think Green Bay will upset this week up at Levi Stadium.
All right, San Francisco favorite at Levi, 3.5 points over Green Bay. Jeff goes Green Bay. Where do you go, Angel?
Green Bay's they are a great team, right? Let's start there. One of the things I look at with this game, I think, is Green Bay might have some struggles along the offensive line. This Niner defense is a hungry, opportunistic defense. They're young, they're fast. Though, Aaron Rodgers has got a chip on his shoulder. He's got something to prove. I like Green Bay by 3, but look for this to be a war, a bigger war than most people think, with that Niner defensive line making up some ground.
Mm-hmm. All right, Fred.
I think San Francisco is going to win this, and I think they're going to win it by 8 points. And I think the rushing game, although not top notch, as it has been, is going to keep that door open for their passing game. I think San Francisco will dominate in both of those, rushing and passing, and will win it by 8.
All right, the 49ers favored by 3.5 hosting Green Bay. I have to agree with what Angel and Jeff said. I like Green Bay in this one as well. But I think it's also going to be a close game. I think this is going to come right down to maybe a field goal. So we'll have to wait and see where that's at. But Fred, it's your turn. Let's hear your wolf, your lone wolf.
Lone wolf.
That's a coyote, man.
That's a good one. The lone terrier.
That's Central Coast wolf, right?
Well,
Central Coast.
Well, the only thing I got to say about that Fred Brun, if you're gonna buy a home, you're gonna have to take the wife with you, because he's a charmer. My wife just loves Fred, so she says if we buy a house, we got to buy it from Fred.
So, did you guys get together through email? I mean, how did it work? How did the chance meeting take place? Because last week when we did this segment, you guys found out that you're both going down to the game.
Yeah, he sent me.
Yeah, there was been group emails, and so I just turned around after the segment and emailed Angel, said, "Listen, I'm be down there tailgating. Come join us," and we managed to hook up.
Hey, Fred, real estate in real time, fredbruin.com. What's the market like up in North County right now if people are looking for homes?
Still very much a seller's market, but we're starting to see a little bit of cooling. Nothing real significant, but it seems more like a typical annual selling cycle where at this time of year, everything starts to slow down a little bit. We're starting to see a very slight increase in inventory, a very slight decrease in the number of properties going into escrow, but this feels very normal. So it's a good market, still a seller's market. Lack of inventory and decent.
And Angel, are you guys starting to see a lot of people went out when this pandemic started in 2020 and they started buying RVs and trailers and recreational type vehicles? Are we starting to see some of those hit the lots and having some kind of newer stuff to move at California RV outlets?
We're starting to see we're still with supply chain issues are still a real problem. Demand exceeds supply in our current industry. But money's still cheap. So, I tell people if you're in the market to buy an RV and you see something you like on one of our lots, you better buy it, because it's tough to get them right now.
Yeah, it is. You could be waiting. Like, if you see something you like, jump on it, because you could be waiting a year or longer based on these supply chain issues. You guys got to be a part of a huge RV show, too, at Madonna Meadows on October the 7th. So that's probably a good place to go kick some tires.
October 7th, yeah, Madonna. I want to be there because there's going to be hundreds of them there. Let's go through the picks again.
CentralCoastRVShow.com.
CentralCoastRVShow.com. Okay, gotcha. CentralCoastRVShow.com. Sorry, I was talking over you. Let's see. In the first game between Tampa Bay and the Rams, we go Rams. Angel goes Tampa Bay by himself. And the next game, Seattle hosting Minnesota. We go Seattle, except for Angel again, the lone wolf with Minnesota. And our final matchup, Green Bay at San Francisco. It's all Green Bay except for Fred Bruin, who goes San Francisco by 8 points for the win. We'll see where it sits.
That's the pick for the clients right there. That's the client pick.
Don't forget to make your picks. KZMZ.com. It is the Red Zone Challenge, and it's brought to you by Fred Bruin Realtor and California RV Outlets. Cheers, gentlemen, and good luck.
Thanks, guys.
Want some bragging rights?
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
Jeff and Jeremy's Red Zone Challenge is on at KZOZ.com. Presented by California RV Outlets and Fred Bruin Realtor.
Bring the energy!
Stack up the season top score and level up your game time with a sweet new 50-inch TV and soundbar from Coast Electronics. And $1,000 cash from California Diesel and RV. Plus, be the MVP of the week, backed by popular demand.
I love this.
Win the week, and you rule with shout-outs and your favorite classic rock band playing every weekday at 8:20, 12:20, 5:20, and 7:20. Score $25 to the Poorhouse in Paso, too.
I love every part of this.
Jeff and Jeremy's Red Zone Challenge from Fred Bruin Realtor. Sellers are seeing multiple offers on their homes. Buyer demand is high. Ready to sell? Make this market work for you. Call Fred Bruin, 805-235-4681. License number 00969-867. Since 1987. 93.3 KZOZ. Rocks your football season.